Yeah.
He was telling me about wahdatul wujud.
Okay.
The concept of unity. Is that
Yeah.
kufr or is it?
The true meaning of wahdatul wujud in its fullest meaning is kufr, yes, because the idea is you become one with Allah, and in other words, you become divine. This is completely kufr. Obviously, the creator can never be, one. If they mean something more metaphoric, and sometimes they will say that, but then go further extreme and they end up saying something really bad. What they mean by that is, like when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Hadith Qudsi, He said, if you walk towards Allah, Allah will rush towards you. That if somebody, when Allah loves His slave, He becomes His hand with which He strikes and His foot with which He walks. It's not literally that Allah is your foot, astaghfirullah. It's not correct. Or that He's within your body. Of course, it's not correct. What He means is that He supports you. The way when He said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى, that when you threw at the enemy, it wasn't you that threw, but Allah carried your weapon. Allah was one who carried your bullet or your arrow towards the enemy. This is what that means. So having this ma'iyah of Allah, this Allah being with you, is supporting you. By this meaning, we don't need to use the word wahdatul wujud. This is a new term that people have made up, and it has so many possible bad connotations. But that's what, if we mean that this withness, Allah is with us, Allah is supporting us, then this is fine. But what the extreme Sufis they say, and the lay people maybe they didn't hear it, they didn't know it, but some of the worst cases is they literally know. They say that no, I become like Allah, Allah becomes within me, to the point where Bin Arabi, who was a famous Sufi, the people consider.
Gravitates towards Ibn Arabi, the wahdatul wujud.
You mean that he
inclined towards him, the whole concept of.
No, he doesn't. He rejects that. He refuses it completely. Ibn Arabi was considered to be kafir from Muslim. Difference between Ibn al-Arabi and Bin Arabi. Okay, Abu Bakr ibn al-Arabi is a great scholar, Ahl Sunnah. Bin Arabi was a Sufi, an extreme Sufi, who was known to be a disbeliever. He said a statement, which is why people call him kafir, where the people started to question him on his belief, where he said that no, that he is with Allah and Allah is one with him, etc. To the point where he said, what about under your cloak? He said, here under my cloak, there's nothing underneath here except for Allah. So that statement, but you're the one who under your cloak, so you're basically saying you're Allah. So that statement, when you start to say things like this, that's where this wahdatul wujud leads to. And it turns into clear kufr. But quite often people don't mean that, especially when people are starting out and they think that they're just learning spirituality. They might not intend those kind of meanings. So just steer them in the right direction so they don't fall into the extreme parts of that, inshallah. Yes?